put a tall hand together for Miss Uniquia. Please put your hands together for Miss Uniquia. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. Hold on. I have to stop. Can I say, wow?
Oh, that wasn't loud enough. We meant wow.
Hey.
Yeah, I had to get the good mic, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing tonight? Awesome. No. That's not good enough. That's not good enough, ladies and gentlemen. If you're here and you're looking good and you're ready for a good time for this second half, let me hear you say, truth be told. Truth be told. All right. Now that's better. Now, as our wonderful MC informed you guys, I am Miss Uniquia, a.k.a. Coco Plum. I am an actress, model, poet, CEO of Black Girl Beauty, School of Careers, ladies and gentlemen. I teach acting, poetry, cosmetology, and hair braiding, ladies and gentlemen. If you are interested, please get at me. I'm going to let you know what I'm going to do for you guys is what I call poetry in motion, because these words will move you. This is living in poetry, because as we know, ladies and gentlemen, fellas, can we get you guys in attendance? Because we are ready to perform, because it's poetry in motion. This is living in truth, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to know life is lifing. And how many of us can agree that life is lifing right now, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, and when life gets to lifing, you start to ask yourself questions like, what am I doing? What's going on? Why is this happening to me? And ladies and gentlemen, I need to tell you, sometimes when life gets to lifing, you need to start wondering why it's happening. Most of the time it's happening because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Ladies and gentlemen, we know we're not walking where we need to be walking. We're not talking how we need to be talking. And that's because you're not living in your light. And that brings me to the very first poem of the night, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Your Light. If you've ever wondered why nothing seems to go right, perhaps it's your inability to live within your light. You see, God has a purpose for each and every life. Designated places, different tools and hidden spaces on different levels and heights. He will always reveal your purpose to you. The question is, when you realize yours, what will you do? Will you choose to ignore the road ahead of you? Choose to do what you know you shouldn't do? Or will you walk the road paved just for you? It won't be easy, but it will mold you. It may be even reveal some things to you. It might even steal some things you believe are important to you. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, but when you walk in your light, you find peace, wisdom, courage, and serenity. All that you seek is waiting for you somewhere within your light. So open your eyes and see, because it's time to get right. Truth be told, ladies and gentlemen. And the main reason that we don't find our light when we're searching for our light, because for so many of us are so used to pretending. We're living in this pretend life. Oh, I don't know you. Oh, I don't do that. Where they do that at? Right there where you at. They do that right there where you at. We're so used to pretending that we don't know who we are anymore. That brings me to my second poem of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Pretend life. What happened to the days when people showed compassion? The days when life was more than money, flexing, and fashion. More than who's got which or who's doing what. Back in the days when instead of pretending, we actually got out and worked for what we want. You see, the age of social media has ruined the earth. Nothing's real anymore and no one knows their worth. We dress up, put on fake smiles, and pretend we are the best. But actually, we're living no different from the rest. How is it that a working man has to struggle to have barely just enough? And when he can't splurge and blurt hard-earned cash, the world treats him so rough. You see, the world has gotten so used to pretending to have the best life that we've actually stopped trying to get it. You can hop on IG or Facebook or Twitter and just post like you live it. And for some, that's okay, because in their minds it was never a reality. But how did the slackers take over and dominate in the community? What happened to you, me, and unity, and the desire to be more than what we used to be? When did loyalty become a question and our hearts turn so cold? How did we come so far and just forget what we were told? When time comes change, great change it should be. But actually we've getting worse and gotten worse. You just can't see. We're pretending. pretending so well that even we believe our lies. We'll stop, strike a pose, and take a picture while we cry, and swear we're hurt inside. And no one knows our pain that in our lives is real life. We write these sad stories and find emojis as we type. And by the time it's all done, we're ecstatic by the likes. We get revived off the love. We feed off of it actually. We determine our worth by likes and popularity. Likes and popularity for a person that does not exist. Bump into some of y'all off the internet. I feel like I've been catfished. Catfished with looks and even with attitude. On a date like, according to your post, this is not you. You are not Mike, single with no kids, because homeboy, you're married, and you created a village. And how you posting all day about how you hate broke folks, but you ain't had a job in years. No hustle either. You're a joke. You're one of those people we tell you need to act like what you post. It's always the people that have the least that seem to always do the most. It's always the poor man calling the rich man a lame. Just like it's always the poor man that pretended his way to fame. Woo! And that's only if fame ever came. I mean, not like we would know, because that's just not what we do. We only brag about the good days. We hide the struggles we go through. We don't show any emotions and nothing phases us. We don't need love, we're boss. And most of us can't be touched. And none of us are exempt. We've all adapted this social media trend. Some more than others, but we all choose to pretend. Pretend we don't know each other if our paths actually ever cross. Pretend we are celebrities. And for that, we're even willing to take a loss. Pretend we have it all and our grass is so green. Pretend we have room to judge because our slate is so clean. But what happened to the days when people showed compassion? The days when life was more than money, sex, and fashion. More than who's got which, who's doing what, and how. Back in the day when I was growing up, yeah, things were a whole lot different when I was a child. Truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, and before I leave you, I want to acknowledge one thing. When I was sitting over here at the table earlier, before I exited the stage, I want to introduce to you Black Girl Beauty Coach, Miss Amanda Manigault. I want y'all to give it up for her one more time. Mother Daughter Duo. Said earlier that we are Black Girl Beauty. That is our brand. Absolutely. And she also mentioned to you that we have a school called Black Girl Beauty School of Careers. We teach the youth. And then we have an apprenticeship program where we teach ages 16 and up. So any of you, I want to say this, because I started doing hair when I was 11 years old. So any of you who have these little kids at home, whether they're doing hair or whether they're doing poetry, we can start a career for them and teach them a skilled trade at the age of 14 years old and up. And this is the most important part. They will earn while they learn. So they will get paid. This is an online school that is nowhere in the United States, where we used to go to cosmetology school and we had to pay tuition and we leave out with debt. Now you can go to cosmetology school, you can come out with a license, you can get your license online, and we give you direct entry straight into the salon. So we want to teach your kids. Visit us online, stop at the table over here for more information.
And what's your name again?
And my name is Amanda Manigault, and we want to thank you again for inviting me.
We see her at this table.
This is my mom, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Miss Amanda.
On top of that hair. See how I just blow it before you? It should be a good day. You do that? Open up and go in and pick up.
You want everybody to see you, that's what you make your mom. You want them to smile, whatever it is you have.
Even when you think you messed up, keep going.
And the best way for them to see you is to have a good walk.
And now I want you to get tighter to the scalp. Get tighter, keep your hand on base.